Greetings everyone, Saphark2136 here. So we're here for a quick unboxing video. Let's just get everything ready. Now today we're going to be unboxing some YuGiOh booster packs. I have a box of Chaos Origins I'm going to use tomorrow at the movie shack. The idea is that hopefully we'll get a few more people coming in, help out the shop so it doesn't close down, because they're not doing so well at the moment. They're going to close on the August the 8th. Now then, let's see if I can find some. Put this. So today we've got a decent number of packs. We have, firstly, the YuGiOh Blazing Dominion set. I got this from Game. This has, let's see, can't actually find what it says. I'm assuming there's 3 booster packs in it, but it doesn't actually say on the box. Yeah, oh, there it is. It does say 3 booster packs and 1 of 5 collectible tokens inside. So yeah, I must just be very tired. Ooh. We also have quite a number of booster packs to open. Let's see here. So we have Duelist Advance. We have let's see, about 4, 5. We have 5 Duelist Advance. We have Battles of Legend. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and we also have these different Battles of Legend. So how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8 Battles of Legend, one with a different picture on the front. I'm not actually sure. They're all 5 cards per pack. These Duelist Advance are 9 cards per pack. We have more Battles of Legend. There's another. So instead of 8, it's 11. And of course, these are all 5 cards per pack. And then we have 1 Chaos Origins that's already been opened. So in total, we have. Card there. In total, we have about how many? I think we have 16 packs, and then the 3 in the Blazing Dominion, which is around some 19 packs. So nearly a full box worth. Although some of them have 5 cards instead of 9 cards, so not quite as many. Now we're going to switch around. First things first, though, I'm just going to switch my skin. haven't posted any of the videos of this yet, but this is my Zero Leader of the Rebellion. I don't have a cape, but well, we can make do. Are you ready to open some cards? I sure am. Now, just give me a second to adjust this. There we go. Hello there. Yeah, I'm going to take this off. It's way too hot in this heat. We can have it just there. You might be wondering, where the heck am I going to put all these cards? Well, I got this off Temu as well as the mask, so we can put them in here for now. I was using it for a new phone I bought. Wow, I've opened that phone, so time to start using it. Now then, so we've got the Chaos Origins, one Chaos Origins, and well, let's start with the box. These are all booster packs today, no decks to open. We do have decks for later videos, but I'm saving those for the collabs with Papa Miniature. At the moment, we've done several videos that some of them you may find in my playlists on Setbox 136, but for obvious reasons, those are still being edited. Those are just the footage unedited, posted, in case anybody really wants to see. The Papa Miniature has been editing that very diligently, so you should be seeing some prime content soon. Okay, so Blazing Dominion, a very interesting looking box. I very like the art style here. Dragons are very much my thing. I was born in the year of the dragon as well, you could say. So, inside the box, yeah, that's everything. No, there's interesting. It's not usually hard to get out. I might have to check my other box sets. And this is the token. This Cyrus and Super Vehicdroid Jumbo Drill card can be used as any token. There's another little twist you should know. I remember this guy. I think from the original series. So, the guy with the glasses and the drills. Yes. That's a very nice token there. Well, let's get started. Actually, might be easier if I. There we go. This way I can lean over a bit, right in my back. And let's see what we've got here. Trito and E-Craft Expatius IA. Okay, so we've got a pendulum card here, and because it's 0, that's very useful if you have another one with a higher number on it. Let's see. Flip. Destroy one spell, trap your opponent controls, and if you do, special summon one monster from your hand in face down defense position. That sounds pretty useful. I'm, of course, not very familiar with new YuGiOh. I'm still learning the new rule sets and the new cards, but that seems like a decent card to me. And we have Dark Seraphim Erisphil, this is a very beautiful card. I mean, I have to say I like the art in all of these. This is an XYZ, 2 level 8 monsters, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. So 2 level 8 monsters for this one, which has a very low attack, but once per turn you can also XYZ summon Dark Seraphim Erisphil by using one XYZ monster you control that you did not activate its effects in the monster zone. This turn transfer its materials. If this guy's XYZ summoned, you can activate this effect during the battle phase of this turn. XYZ monsters you control gain attack equal to their rank times 100. So 100 times 8, so 800. So this would go 1600, and then 800 plus for every single other XYZ monster that is rank 8. So it depends on their rank. So if you have a card that changes the rank of a card, this is very useful, I think. Now we also have King's Resonance. This seems like a decent trap card. You can special summon one Dark Synchro monster from your graveyard or banishment. Okay, I'm still not very familiar with that in YuGiOh, so I understand that might not be as useful as I think it is, but it sounds fairly useful. Spiritual Art Familiars. I have to say I'm loving the art on these cards. So let me just put this close to the camera. Promoted Power Patron Portal. I think this camera is too close. It's not quite as... let me try altering the camera a bit, just so this can focus a bit better. Okay. So Power Patrol Portal Terminus. Send one Power Patron monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, and you can add one Dark Fairy monster from your deck to your hand. You also cannot declare attacks for the rest of this turn, except with the Power Patron monsters. I'm not sure that's so useful in this. Well, I suppose if you're in a turn you can't attack anyway. It could be quite useful, I guess. We've got a Doomsday. I've been waiting for these because we've got these already in the other pack, which we ended up putting inside the YuGiOh 5Ds box. Doomsday's command as Adrastea. The first time the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. You can only use each of the following effects of Doomsday command Adrastea once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy the equipped monster. If you do, special summon one Doomsday monster in defense position, except the destroyed monster from your hand, graveyard, or banishment. That sounds very useful, especially if, say, you have a very powerful Doomsday card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one face-up monster you control, equip it with this card, and then take damage equal to the equipped monster's level rank times 100. Interesting, that. Rahamu, Envoy of the Sacred Turn. We've got a Link monster, Officiating Reverie, Rustin Mammoth, and then we're back to the start. So that's all 9 cards. Very interesting cards there, and I have to say I quite like the art of them. I think I'm quite happy with what we've got already. Having just the extra Doomsday and the quite good Doomsday as well is quite a boon, shall we say. Okay, Wake Cup Kuro. Let me just bring a chair over so I can sit down. Wake Cup Kuro. You can target one other face-up monster on the field. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Yeah, this camera's... might need to switch to the new phone soon. Maybe for the next video. You can target one other face-up monster on the field, change it to face down a defense position. You can reveal this card in your hand. Add one wind flip monster from your deck to your hand, except Wake Cup Kuro, and then discard one card. Quick effect. You can target one face down defense position monster on the field, change it to face up defense position. You can use each effect of Wake Up Kira once per turn. So it says each effect, not one effect. You can only use one effect, so that means I think you can use all of these effects. You can change a monster to face and defense position, and then add a wind flip monster to your hand in return for discarding another card to your graveyard. And that's a quick effect, so you can add it to your hand at any time. So if it has a quick effect itself, or some kind of trap card effect, that is incredibly useful. This seems like a really good card. Now we have Clown Crew Fiends, an XYZ monster. So we've got extra deck. Tribute summon 2 level 3 monsters. Tribute summon monsters you control gain 1000 attack. Oh, that is very broken. If this card is tributed, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use each effect of Clown Crew Fiends once per turn. Wow. Considering my history with the Joker 2016 movie and the clowns, shall we say, of a certain Discord server, this seems like my kind of card. So you can return all XYZ monsters from the field and the graveyards to the extra deck and set 1 Clown Crew spell from your deck. So let's see, hope we have another Clown Crew spell on one of these. How many? 19 different booster packs. Gosh, this is going to be a long video. We're only in the second one. Well, third, because we already went through Chaos Origins in a different video, so that's why we went through them quite quickly. Fiend Peace Golem. If you control a Fiend Turner and this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card. If this card is special summoned, you can reduce its level by up to 2. Interesting, that could be useful. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material for Red Dragon Archfiend or a synchro monster that mentions it, you can target a level 4 or lower Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. You can only use each effect of Fiend Peace Golem once per turn. Okay, so it sounds like you can use all those effects, but just once per turn, I think. Might have to check the rules with my friend. Papamanech is very, very good with these things. Okay, Convex Knight. This is a machine effect. If a machine monster is on the field and this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card in defense position. And you can make this card's level become the level rank of 1 machine monster on the field. During your main phase, you can send 1 Earth machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then until the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to the level of the monster to the graveyard by 100. You can only use each effect of Convex Knight once per turn. Okay, so you can special summon it, and you can banish you can set any Earth Machine monster from the deck to your graveyard, and if you have cards that you summon from the graveyard, that just makes it even easier to summon them. So if you had, let's say, an 8 or a 9 star that you put in the graveyard, then you get 900 or 800, so that'd be up to 2,000 and 700 or 600. So that's a decent amount, but obviously, what I know of the new YuGiOh, there's a lot of different rules and effects. So this actually seems kind of basic, because we played with the updated YuGiOh 5Ds in the latest video, although that one's going to take a while to edit because he's still Papamanech is editing the first video still, because there's quite a lot of content. It's quite long to play YuGiOh. I mean, I feel we had like 3 games, which no, I don't think we had 3 games in the video, but yeah, we played the other day for something like over 3 hours. So there's a lot you can do in YuGiOh. It's a fun game. I've always enjoyed it since I was a kid. Hekahan's Menki Buell. Hekahan's, I can't remember Heka, I think it's referencing a number. I can't remember which number though for some reason. Illusion Effect. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. You can only use each of the following effects of Hekahan's Menki Buell once per turn. So this is an angel type monster, but it has a very Hebrew name. Very interesting. You can reveal this card in your hand. Fusion summon one Hecker Hands fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field, including this card in your hand. If an illusion fusion monster is sent to your graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can add this card to your hand. That is very useful. I like this card already. And well, angels, that's quite my theme, can we say? I quite like angels. Seeing as I'm a Christian. So 50-50 spell card. Take one monster and two traps from your deck and reveal them. Your opponent randomly picks one and you look at the remaining two to banish one trap from it. So you take one monster and two traps from your deck and reveal them. Your opponent randomly picks one and you look at the remaining two to banish one trap from it. Then your opponent chooses one of these effects for you to apply. Then you reveal the card picked by your opponent, and if it was a monster, add it to your hand or special summon it. Or if it wasn't, banish it. Shuffle the rest into the deck. Reveal the card that was not picked by your opponent, or you can reveal, you choose one of these effects. Reveal the card that was not picked by your opponent nor banished by you, and if it was a monster, add it to your hand, or if it wasn't, banish it, also shuffle the rest into the deck. So you choose whether they picked your monster or not. And of course, if all three of them are monsters, then you just reveal a card that was not picked, but you won't know that. So it's not really 50-50, it's a bit more complicated than that. It's very interesting, I think. Northern Crossfire. Oh, I just love the art with these. It's very nice. So Northern Crossfire. Really need to, I don't know what's with the lighting this phone doesn't like today. It's normally better than this, but if the total levels of monster you control are 10 or higher, add to your hand or special summon one level 10 monsters from your hand or deck. If the total levels of monster your opponent controls are 10 or higher, you can banish this card and one level 10 monster from your graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls, banish it. You can only use one Northern Crossfire effect per turn, and only once that turn. Okay, I think that sounds like a solid card. It doesn't sound, from what I've seen with modern YuGiOh cards, it doesn't sound broken, but it sounds like a solid, useful card that's always going to be useful, unless, well, it's quite rare that you don't have more than a total of a level 10 with a modern YuGiOh decks, but it does happen. There are times when you don't have any monsters on the field. Okay, Summon Shock. Each time a monster is normal or special summoned, place one summon counter on this card. Max 4. If the 4 summoned counter is placed on this card, remove all summon counters from this card, and if you do, send all monsters on the field to the graveyard. Okay. So this is a useful way to reset the field if you think you might be in for trouble if things are continuing the way they are. But you probably would have to summon the monsters yourself. So, and if you can summon 4 monsters, normal or special summoned, then you're probably not in that bad a position anyway. So, but I think with modern YuGiOh decks, maybe. Problem is I'm very unfamiliar with the new deck, so I'm not actually sure about the meta, how things interact. I don't know most of the cards. Checker, machine effect cannot be normal summoned if you control a monster. You contribute this card, special summon a machine monster from your deck, whose attack equals its own defense, but return it to the hand during the end phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard and discard one card. So after attributing it, I can banish it and then discard one card to special summon Iron Rubble Token, Machine Earth, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. But it cannot be used as material for a Fusion Synchro or a Link Sign. You can only use its effect of Checker once per turn. So you could special summon it and then put it in defense mode. And then, even if it's got 0 attack, that's not a huge loss. And then we're back to the card that seems to be my favourite in this booster pack, Wake Cup Kuro. which is a very beautiful card with seemingly a very useful skill set. Okay, it's been 25 minutes and we're still on Blazing Dominion. We're having fun here today. Oh, we got another Convex Knight. Okay. So you can send one Earth Machine Monster from your deck to the graveyard. Yeah, so I think having two of these cards could be useful, but again, I don't know if it's that useful a card on its own, unless there's effects with other cards I'm not aware of. But it does seem like a solid card overall, just not broken or anything. I suppose with monsters that are level 10, that's 1,000 points. Okay. I'm not sure if I've got any level 10 Earth monsters, but we'll find out. Spiritual Art Familiars. This card is always treated as a familiar possessed card. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one possessed spell, trap, or one grand spiritual art Ichirin from your deck to your card, and you can declare one monster type and attribute this card. It becomes that type and attribute until the end of this turn. This card becomes that type and attribute until the end. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one spellcaster monster with 1500 defense from your deck or graveyard. That could be quite useful. You can only use each effect of Spectral Art Familiars once per turn. Okay, so it's got low defense, decent attack, and it's only 4 stars. So if it's destroyed, you can special summon a spellcaster. So that's a pretty solid card. I'd say pretty good. I'm just going to quickly open the windows because it's getting quite hot in here. Alright, so we've got Clown Crew Meteor. Clown Crew Meteor, let's see. Beast Warrior Synchro Effect. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuners. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when you tribute summon a monster. Okay, that is very useful. If this card is tributed, you can activate one of these effects, but you can only use... Oh, this is the second Clown Crew Meteor. So we now have 2 Clown Crew cards. Return all synchro monsters from the field and the graveyards to the extra deck. Although the only problem is, from what I've heard, you'd need the full set of Clown Crew cards in a deck. So, not necessarily, I'm not sure how useful this is going to be unless we actually build a Clown Crew deck. But, well, we've got the the unboxing tomorrow with the full 24 pack of Chaos Origins. Maybe there'll be more in there. I'm not actually sure if these come with Chaos Origins, but we'll find out. To return all synchro monsters from the field and the graveyard to the extra deck, and you can target one Clown Crew card in your graveyard except Clown Crew Meteor. Add it to your hand. So I contribute it. So I contribute it to you. So when I tribute, if I tribute it to summon a monster, so it's not that powerful a monster, but it's very useful. So obviously you wouldn't want to use this without having cards that affect it to raise its attack points or defense points. But its effects are very useful, especially since you can prevent your opponent from using effects when you tribute summon a monster. So that basically stops a lot of trap cards and quick spell cards that would otherwise stop you from, or cause harm to you when you tribute summon. Okay, we've got another pendulum. So we've got a Pendulum 9, a Pendulum 0, I think. I think there were others as well. Archfiend, Matriarch. You can ritual summon this card with Throne of the Archfiends, must be ritual summoned. That might be a bit difficult. I don't think we have Throne of the Archfiends yet, or at least not to my memory. GMX Complex, Dinosaur Fusion Effect. Okay, 1 GMX plus 2 plus dinosaur monsters, so that's interesting. And we might not be able to use this card as it is. And if you're going to use effects based on the number of dinosaur monsters, use a fusion material with this card. So 3+, your monster cannot target this card with card effects. Oh yeah, it's 2+ dinosaur monsters, as well as the 1 GMX monster. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. That sounds pretty broken. You can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase. That is very broken. Each time your opponent... Okay, maybe with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently this isn't that broken from what my Papanecha has taught me, but 5+, each time your opponent normal or special summons a monster, they lose 800 life points. Okay, no, I think this is very broken actually, even with what little I know. Although you have to sacrifice 5 cards, but there are ways to do that. And each time you normal or special summon a monster, each time your opponent normal or special summons a monster, they lose 800 life points. That sounds very bad. Once per turn, if you execute a card by GMX card effect, you can destroy all the monsters in the field. Yeah, that sounds a bit broken. That sounds like a very good card, just one you need GMX deck to use. Craft Reset. Place one Enneapolis from your deck or graveyard face up in your field zone, or if you control any Enneapolis, you can negate the effects of face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of cards in your pendulum zones. Instead, if your opponent activates a card or effect while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish this